And our today's champion is Muhammad Ali. Where is the sound? Yeah, that one. Ooh, hello, guys. Today we'll be doing what you were asking for. Muhammad Ali's strategy deck analysis and their list. A whole big package you all love so much. Yeah, all today. Muhammad Ali is very difficult character. First of all, very weak character. Unfortunately, at least a lot of people are claiming that he's very weak. In my opinion, he's not that bad. In some aspects he really shine. He's very versatile. He's very tricky to play. Actually very tricky to play. Character that is absolute like chunk boy. He has like thousands of healing. He will never die. He's very like strategical, very like when you're playing him, it's basically like boxing, you know. You are constantly on defense, you know. When you're sparring, you are just blocking the attacks, dodging from side to side, you know, with the proper technique, proper steps, and then when you see that opponent is like striking you, but you are just, you know, you're just dodging the strike. I would show it to you, but I'm doing this video without camera, so yeah. Muhammad Ali is basically like depicted like perfectly in this game, properly also. That if you're playing him, it's not like you're playing Bruce Lee, who is constantly like doing all those combinations, because he's like so fast. He's like training in other like fighting style, because he's like karate, I guess, so he's quick and like agile, and his strikes are very like quick, and he moves very quickly, very smoothly. But Muhammad Ali is more of he's a boxer, you know, so he is more about power. Because that's the thing about boxing. If you will like lead one like strong strike, you can just basically at the spot eliminate the opponent. I mean, like in reality and in the game. Because that's why boxing is like the most effective fighting style when it comes to street fighting. Because if you are like strong enough, you can just, with a proper strength, with one strike, you can just basically like eliminate the opponent. Eliminate the opponent, I mean like knockout him. So yeah, that's very thematic. That Muhammad is more about strength and knowing when to strike, and being like on this defense position all the time, dodging the attacks and predict what opponent will be doing. And then when you will predict what strike he will be like leading into you, you are just dodging it and striking with your, in this case, your +2. So you are hitting him like with, like I said, with the full strength, and now opponent is like knockouted. Pretty crazy. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to like to be done. It's so difficult and demanding to know how to even solve this little puzzle of the striking like thing. So today I will show you how I'm playing him, how I find him the most effective in my eyes. I will analyze all of his cards, all of his strategies, and believe me, this will be kinda crazy. But I hope I will help you with playing him, because some of you guys might struggle with it, and I'm here to help. So, what's better place to start than basic stats? Health is 16, max of 37. What? That's huge. He's some beefy boy. Yep. He can like heal for ages. You have a card called Rope Dope that will heal you for free when you lose a combat when you are in the defense stance, I would like to call it. If you lose combat, then you are healing for free. You can take it like this card like 3 times, so we have 5 copies of it, and now we can heal like so much. Also, your schemes are healing you and some other cards. Overall, Muhammad Ali is very difficult to kill. as you can like as you can see, he's kinda hard to kill. When I was first time playing him, I was like, okay, you can just rush him probably, just hit him a lot of times and he will die. Not really, man. Like, if Muhammad knows how to exploit his rope dope and his like other healing cards, he will probably survive your whole aggro and he will like not even struggle. Like against Robin Hood, he can just basically take every outlaw attack because he knows that he will heal it, probably, unless he will get baited, but still he will heal it with other cards, with his schemes, which is crazy. So he doesn't really care. This huge health bar is like so comfortable. You can make so many mistakes, and also he has very huge health bar to recompensate for some other stat that he has that we'll get to. Movement is 3, max of 6. Yeah, you can boost up to 6 movement. Having 3 movement as this guy is basically like, is very good because uh, you have 2 forms, and whenever you win a combat, you switch between one form to another. Your basic form, I would like to call it the control or defensive form, which is float like a butterfly, which I like to. I will be using the short of it, so FLIB, flib, or whatever. You attack from 2 spaces away, so you're like T-Rex or Miss Marvel. Very cool. And in this form, the butterfly form, you have a lot of passives that basically allow you to control the game in the way that it's like surprising. Then when you will win the combat in float like a butterfly, which believe me sometimes is very challenging, then you're switching to sting like a bee. And Sting like a bee is basically all of your +2 fighters, so something like Hamlet, Alice, Achilles, all of those guys. So you're basically becoming one of them, and that's the form that I like to call the, the hitting form, the smacking form. Woohoo! This is the moment where you are like, okay, now I'm dodging the attack in float like a butterfly, and now I'm hitting with my full lead hook or straight. No, you know the names. So yeah, then you are hitting them with +2, and damage is being counted. So yeah, with movement of 3 and butterfly form, it's like your movement doesn't really matter for half of the game. So it's great that you can boost to 6. The opponent will never run away from you. And also you have schemes that allow you to like chase after them. But yeah, 3 movement is okay. You don't need to boost. That's why I call it great, because this like 6 boost movement is okay, but you will never use it, believe me. No sidekick, of course. Who are you bringing to the ring with you? Buddy, it's like 1v1 fight. Like, no cheating here. Average boost value is 2. You have a lot of 1s, a lot of 3s, and a lot of 2s in your deck. So boost value is 2, and that's pretty okay. It's very basic, I would say. It's somewhat matter for especially one card, which is called the Ali Shuffle. It's very important to like have it. There's 2 boost value, but yeah, boost value, 2 boost value, it's okay. Card draw, max of 8, which is basic. I mean, this card draw will be coming from, you have 2 card draw from your scheme, and you have 2 of those schemes, so it basically regenerates your hand, and then you got the 2 of those cards are conditional because you can only draw them when you are in the butterfly, and two of them are from jobs, which are baits, but still they are giving you cards, so that's okay. But overall, the playstyle that you are going with Muhammad, which is, we'll get to it, but yeah, which is basically to sit with your full hand in your defensive form and waiting for the opportunity, uh, makes you like not caring about this card draw like at all almost. I mean, it's like great if you will just finish your combo that we will get to. Mm. But overall, you are not really caring about this card draw. It's just okay. That is good that you have it. Without it, it would be somewhat more difficult to get all of your like cool things that you are able to do. But yeah, average block value is 2, which is very bad. And that's the aspect that I was talking about while talking about 37 like health. You know, for a compensate that you will be taking so many hits into the face, they give you so many healing. They gave you so many healing. It's not like you don't have free value blocks because you have them. You even have the ignores, you have 4 value blocks. But for the most part, if you want to get to your best effects, you need to block for like 2. And so basically, what I'm trying to say is you are forced to play 2s to like be more effective. And if you will play higher numbers, it's just to save your ass. But if you want to like perform your combo, your offensive game plan, you need to play those 2 values. But it's okay. It's not like it's bad still because you will take damage. But yeah, you have like tons of healing, bro. You are fine. Average attack value is 5, which is good. And that's actually like difficult to judge because as you see, you have +2. You have a lot of cards that will jump to like 6 or 7s even with your +2. But remember, you will be not like, you know, sitting on this +2 for a lot of time. Like Alice can sit for her at her +2 for the whole game even, and it's okay. With you, it's not that like easy to like maintain this +2. So for the most part, you will be hitting with 4s and 5s. Why 5s? Because you have cards that you can boost, and the highest they can go is 5, and that's okay. So 5 in my opinion is this sweet spot that you're dealing damage with. So you can expect to deal sometimes 6 damage, sometimes 4 damage, sometimes 7, sometimes 3. I mean, the value of attacks will be sometimes 7, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 6. So the 5 is the sweet spot, and that's okay, that's very good. So that's basic stats. Now let's move to the cards. So yeah, cards, versatiles. Oh my god, we'll be sitting like a lot on those cards, but it's alright. First card, Close and Clinch. 3 value versatile, 3 copies, thank god, 1 value boost. Immediately place ally adjacent to the opposing fighter. Neither fighter can leave their space this turn. Okay. We already know cards like this from Golden Bat deck, from the T-Rex deck. This is basically the card that says, okay, buddy, you are not leaving this zone because I want to slap you with 5s and 7s in case of T-Rex 5s, in case of Golden 7s. Muhammad has his like own version of it, which is good. However, in case of Muhammad, you need to unfortunately use it sometimes in a different way. Because, first of all, your blocks, like we already like established, your block sucks. So sometimes you will be using this card to just block damage because free value is good and it's enough for a character that heals a lot. So sometimes if opponent will be like hitting you and you are like, okay, 6 is coming, I'm playing close and clinch, and that's a very valid place. Yeah, that's very like valid action, bruh. good move. Playing 3 against 6 is great as this guy. So sometimes you are just using it as a free value block because it's good as that. However, there are more things you can do with that. First of all, I like to use it that way. If your enemy is hiding behind the sidekicks because he has like a lot of them, so let's say Robin, Wukong, Eredin, or some other hero, because they will be doing this weird thing. I would like to portray it somehow, but I don't know how. Okay, never mind. Let's say this is the space. Yeah, I will be showing this all those lanterns, all those lamps. This is the space that you are standing with. Here is the sidekick, and here is the hero. Why so? Because if you are in the form of the butterfly, if sidekick is here, hero is here, you are here. You are still able to hit the hero through them, because you can hit from 2 spaces away. So like that. So what they will be doing is placing sidekick here and them here. So you are not able to reach them with your B form. So this card is very useful in scenario where they're doing this thing. And now if you are like blocking with it, you can whoop, jump behind them. And now we are close to the opponent, like basically at their face. At the defense. So now you have like your whole like you can play all of your things to them and switch into like B form if you will win combat. They are not able now to like switch it or whatever unless they have movement that can move through fighters. They are just stuck with you in the middle and you are fine with that because you have like so many healing, you can take a lot of hits, you don't care, you just want to hit them. And this card is very good at that. And now sidekick cannot like move through you with all of those move after combat effects. I mean they will move, but I mean they cannot like move in like their second action through you. So the sidekick will be stuck and hero can like run away from you, but you are now it's like easier for you to reach them. So this card is very good to like jump behind sidekicks and get close to the opponent. Very valid thing to mention also. You don't have cancels, so you have to find your way to the opponent in some other way. Why like Ali has no cancels? It's very simple. If he would have cancels, he would be very busted against Bruce Lee. And I think they wanted this box to be like more entertaining, more like interactive in other ways. So it's not like they gave Ali. If they would give like Ali the feints, it would be like, okay, I'm coming with G, it's woohoo, and then he plays feint, and it's like, oh, okay, that's boring. So you see, they give him like other things to like work around it, which I think is very good. So this card, great block, great tool to bypass sidekicks and also to stack the opponent in place if he is like more aggressive. So pretty great, awesome card. Stick and move, 2 value versatile, 3 copies, 1 boost. Add butterfly form during combat. The value of your opponent card becomes its printed value and cannot be changed. Perfect control tool. And then after combat, deal 1 damage to adjacent fighter. So you can see, we already have 2 tools to deal with those sidekicks. First of all, this card is very good against like 1 health sidekicks. You will be still struggling with them, but that's the great tool to clear them up 1 by 1, slowly but surely on defense. And then the butterfly ability. The value of your opponent's card becomes its printed value and cannot be changed. This is great. This is basically a damage reduction. The opponent is hitting you with ambush. Okay, he discards something, but now he's not hitting you, for example, with 5, but with 2. Great damage reduction. Beast form is coming? Joke's on you. It's now 4. I don't care. something like Forever Height, something like Raphael Unbridled Range, all of those guys now are gone. This is great. This is awesome. Pandora, Hera's Curiosity, same thing. Brother, you are great at like canceling those big hits OTK things. Because like this reducing all of those like to like basically almost nothing, because even if you take like 4 damage from beast form now, it doesn't really matter because you can heal it for like without any problem. This card is a great control tool, great to like reduce the opponent's values if you feel like the big attack is coming, and you will feel it because I will show you other cards, you will know why. So whenever you feel that big hit is coming, like even Momentous Shift, you will reduce it to 3 and now you take only 1 damage. And that's awesome. And then after combat, deal 1 damage. It's like this little cherry on the top. Sometimes you will use it only for this 1 damage. Like you will totally ignore this butterfly form. You will just focus on this 1 damage after combat because I don't know, you want to clear up sidekick or you want to deal 1 damage to the opponent, so now he's close to lethal or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty great. This card is also great damage reduction, great sidekick clearing ability. Then, Champion of the World. 4 value versatile, 2 copies, 3 value boost. After combat, move a fighter in the combat up to 2 spaces. This is great. And then, if you're a butterfly, draw 1 card. If you are a butterfly, yeah. If you are in the butterfly form, draw 1 card. This is the first card that I would tell you want to use if you want to switch forms, because as we already know, if you want to switch form, you need to win combat. This card will help you get out of this butterfly form because first of all, it deals 4 damage, so it has a chance to win a combat. And then if you fail to win a combat, you can like back off or and draw a card, so it replaces itself. But if you will win the combat, now it's even better because you are like far away from the opponent, because you're in the butterfly form, so you're hitting from 2 spaces away. Again, you're here, opponent here. And now you're hitting with it. Let's say you win the combat because he played something like 3. What you're doing now, you are placing them close to you, and now, or yourself close to them, and now you're smacking them with, for example, 7 value Momentous Shift. Perfect. Like I said, you're finding the opportunity, and this card gives you the opportunity on its own, and that's pretty great. I need to close the window because I think the sounds outside will like disrupt all of the sounds, all of my like talking. And yeah, and drawing a card after combat is just cherry on the top. So yeah, this card is very good. It allows you to get out of the butterfly form to a B form and it also like gives you opportunity straight up to strike them because now the distance is closed. And like I said, hit them with this at butterfly form, then close distance and hit them with like 6 value something, 7 value Momentous or whatever else. And drawing card is cute. Momentous Shift. Yep, we all know it. 3 value versatile, 2 copies. So yeah, you are like more of allies. 1 value boost, and if your fighter start this turn in a different space, this card's value is 5. So yeah, like always, this card will be used to hit with 7 value B form, and nothing more to say. I guess you can block with it or whatever, but bro, just don't. Just wait until the opponent, until you will see the opportunity. where you like this, when you switch from your B form to not B form, from your butterfly form to B form, and then you are just hitting them with 7 and just watch how they will just lose a lot of health. Momentous shift, great. Without it, the deck would be very, very bad. So it's very important to have it. And also 2 copies, like I said, like in Ali's deck. It's basically to balance this somewhat, because if they would give 3 momentous shifts to this guy, it would be crazy. Like 3/7 value attacks, it's crazy. I mean, you can still like hit them with like 5 of those momentous shifts if you are crazy, but having 3 of them like right away is stupid. So yeah, great card, like always. Works with +2, works with your ability. Also, it can help you get out of your butterfly form. If you are crazy like that, you can use it, why not? But hitting with +2 momentous shift as this guy is crazy. And then we got fancy footwork, which is awesome. 1 value versatile with 2 copies with 3 value boost. Immediately move Ali up to 1 space. So, and then during combat, if Ali shares no zones with the opposing fighter, ignore the value of the opponent's card. Brother, like we were already talking about the during combat stick and move effect. That is a awesome damage reduction. And now you basically ignoring the hits. How tanky this like guy is, it's crazy. I was thinking that Sattler is tanky. I mean, she's tanky. This is her whole gimmick. I was thinking Sherlock is tanky, but Muhammad might be like top 3 most tanky character in the whole Unmatched, or at least close to this top 3. This is crazy. And now opponent, you can like play like stupid mind games with this card alone, because you can just sit with your opponent at the edge of your zone, of the zone, and then he will be always scared to hit you with something big, because now, or even with something small like 3 value attack, because now he will be scared that you will just jump away, and now his whole attack is just basically ignored. And if he is a melee character, like let's say this is the other color zone, you're standing here and opponent is like here, he's maneuvering to you, hitting you with something, and then you're playing this card, whoop, and his like 5 value attack is gone. He's like nothing now. And now if you are in the B form, not B, butterfly form, you can you can hit him like already, because 2 spaces away. You can like strike him your first action, and then let's say the perfect scenario: you're hitting with this, then getting close to him and smacking him with 7. So now you basically ignored his whole attack, hit him with this, get close to him, and hit him with 7. So you probably dealt like 5 damage and took no damage. And also you have 1 card advantage. This is great. Like, bro, you see? You have a lot of those little puzzles that you need to like solve or combine together to get those crazy effects. I will be not able to tell you all of them, but I'm trying to like show you as much as possible, or as many as possible. So fancy footwork is awesome, basically ignoring 2 attacks from the opponent. So if you know that your opponent is like big hits character, he like relies on big hits, or he's the OTK character, you can just basically play this card 2 times and ignore 2 6s or 2 beast forms, even if you're crazy. And what else? You can take it back 3 times and even ignore more hits. So it's only like up to you what's your path. or like fighting. So as you can see, Versatiles, very interesting versatile cards. Like tons of damage reduction, tons of those sneaky like places, some ways to avoid like jump through sidekicks, some other way to eliminate sidekicks, 2 cards to reduce like absolute like values out of opponent's cards, and then some big hitting cards. Awesome. Block cards. First of all, Hard to be Humble, 2 value, 3 copies, 2 value boost. During combat at butterfly form, look at your opponent's hand. So, now we have some of those OTK aspects. After combat, move ally 2 spaces. Brother, this card is crazy. It's 2 value, so you will take some damage, but what opponent will sacrifice for it? First of all, you are just robbing them out of their like secrecy or whatever. You are looking at their hand and you are like, okay, you have no defenses. And then if you want, you can get close to them. Maybe with your butterfly form. So yeah, you are getting close to them. And then what? Bro, you can hit them with, I don't know, champion, and then, like I said, and then the combo into the momentous shift. What happened now, you may ask? You look at their hand and you see that they have no defenses, so you close distance. Then you hit them with this, so it's 4 value. They cannot run away because they have no defenses. And then you hit them with 7 value momentous shift. 13 damage 1 turn, opponent is dead. Straight up. If he is like Black Panther, if he is like Pandora, if he is someone like Widow, dead. Dead, straight up dead. This is crazy card. I was using it wrong for a lot of time, and now I see. I just realized how powerful it is. Always play it at your butterfly form, basically, because it gives you opportunities. It's like the card name should be like opportunity to strike, and it would be like probably more accurate than Hard to be Humbled. This card is crazy. It gives you the opportunities to strike the opponent, and that's awesome. And then we got Rope Dope, which is very dope. Haha, so funny. 2 value block, 2 copies, 3 value boost. Butterfly form. After combat, if you lose the combat, ally recovers 3 health. Yeah, that's the card that I was talking about. So yeah, if Wukong is striking you with like 7 value Ox form, you can just take 5 damage and heal 3. Yep, that seems fair. So you are basically like almost full heal Ox form without boosting. You can take this card from the discard pile 3 times, and I see a lot of people doing this playstyle because it's probably the most safe one, the most like easy one. So if you want to be the absolute like healing machine, some fatigue maybe even, focused fighter, you can just take Rope Dope 5 times with Ali 3 times with Ali Shuffle. If you're playing against character who is smacking high and you know that he will be smacking you high, like Luke Cage, he will be smacking you with 6. It's like he cannot like bait it. He will always smack you with 6 or 4, unless he's playing regroup against you. But who would do this? Unless you're playing against these heroes, you can just basically take Rope Dope 5 times, play it 5 times, I mean, and heal for 15 health. Just 15 health. Healing. Just 15 healing. Rope Dope is crazy. Crazy, bruh. Attack cards. Ali Shuffle. This is the card that allows you to take cards back from the discard pile into your deck. This is the one. 2 value attack. 3 copies, 2 value boost. Butterfly form, you can boost this card, so why? I will tell it like in this second. After combat, if you want the combat, shuffle a non-scheme card from your discard pile into your deck. Yo. So all of those boys you can take back. You can take back, like, I don't know, Champion of the World if you want. You can take back Rope Dope. You can take back Fancy Footwork. Like, having 5 Fancy Footworks is stupid. Or you can have like 5 Momentous Shift, which is stupid. Even having 5 Sticks and Move is like, bruh. Okay. And now, why it like has the you may boost this card effect? Because if opponent is playing the sidekick hero, like he has a lot of those small boys, they can even cancel, like whatever. You can get close to them and hit them with Ali Shuffle, and now it's the moment where your opponent is like, okay, do I want to sacrifice my sidekick? Or is it totally fine? Or am I blocking and sacrificing one of my blocks against this like big hitting guy? And now the cards are revealed, and you can see like the opponent like played the, I don't know, 3 value block for his sidekick. Let's say what value while fighting. Now you can choose to, like, I don't know, sacrifice, for example, a jab to just kill the sidekick and take card back from a discard pile. Crazy. And in other case, let's say Aredin is like, okay, go my soldier boy and sacrifice for me. And soldier boy is dying because, yeah. And now you reveal the cards and he played no cards. So you don't need to boost it. And now you are taking card from discard pile for free. Brother, that's cool. So it has this boost effect in case when you want to manage if you actually want to win the combat, or you need to boost higher, lower, because as I said, you have 3, 2 and 1 boosts, and you have all of them at the almost like same amount. So you're basically choosing the levels of how much damage you need to deal to the opponent. And even if he will play something like, I don't know, 4 value block, and now we are talking about opponent, not the sidekick, you can choose to, okay, I will boost with jab and deal you 1 damage because I want to take one of those cards back from a discard pile. What card are we talking about? Yeah, Fancy Footworks, Momentous Shifts, Rope Dope. Yeah, I guess it's worth it to sacrifice jab for them. So yep, this card is crazy, and also it allows you to get out of the butterfly form, so this card is even better. Of course, it will not allow you to get close to the opponent, so it's kinda bad, but what we learned is we can get close to them in other ways now. Because yeah, we are like here, he's here, we are hitting them with Ali Shuffle. Let's say he played something like 3, so now we are boosting with, I don't know, jab, because great example. But you can also boost with yeah, you can boost with Hard to Be Humble, and now this attack will be like 4, and it's still alright. So now we won the combat. And what next? You are taking card from a discard pile, and you have another card that allows you to get close to the opponent, and you will like see what card are we talking about. We will get to schemes, but as you can see, this card is very toxic, very very toxic. Oh, we can like pay. I can like write here. So yeah, this card is crazy. Also remember, you have 3 copies, but for the most part, you want to use 2 copies for some random shit, and then you have like this 1 copy to get other Ali Shuffles back from the discard pile, so we're basically reshuffling Ali Shuffles. And now you have some fatigue playstyle, so that's good. So that's good. Then we got Jab. This card is crazy, of course. Then we got Jab. Jab is 1 value attack, 2 copies, 3 value boost, which is good. After combat, draw a card, gain an action, and if butterfly, move your fighter up to 2 spaces. Jab is basically a bait. Sometimes if you are hitting them with Ali Shuffle before, you want to play Jab, but I'm gonna be totally honest. Unless you're playing against heroes who have like a lot of blocks and they will just absolutely like block everything that you're throwing at them, like for example Jill, you can just bait the utility belt with Jab, and then hit them normally with Shuffle or something similar. But uh, what I am always doing is to boost attacks with Jab. Like, I am always using Jab to boost Ali Shuffle, and that's, in my opinion, the best way of playing this card, because Jab, while cool, against many fighters, it's just basically 2 damage dealt with Ali Shuffle and 1 additional card back from a discard pile, so I would say Jab is basically used for Ali Shuffle, because free value is very good. So yeah, that's it. Unless you're playing against heroes who have like a lot of blocks, then you can throw Jab to bait them. Also remember to not throw Jab with your like B form, because sometimes the opponent will just take 1 damage because he will play like Feint because he has nothing else to like block with, and then you will win combat with Jab, deal 1 damage only to them, and back to the butterfly form, and you are basically like, I don't know, shooting yourself in the leg, and you have to go through all of this butterfly into winning the combat, into getting close to the opponent, into B form, back to the butterfly. You have to go through all of this again, and we don't want it. So jab only when you're a butterfly, and when you want to bait characters that have a lot of blocks. Then we got the greatest. Very hyped card, but I wouldn't like call it that great. It's not the greatest for sure. 4 value attack, 2 copies, 3 value boost. After combat, if you dealt 6 or more damage this turn, gain 2 actions. Sounds powerful, right? It's basically like Shakespeare's horse, but with the stupid condition, I would say. Because now, I don't know if I was like ever able to play it. I'm gonna be honest. You still can go for this like scenario where you go for the champion of the world into the greatest, and now you have 2 actions. And because you know that opponent has no defenses, because Hard to Be Humbled was play on defense. But I don't know. This scenario is very like uncommon, because your opponent, if he knows that you know how to like pilot Ali, like basically he's aware that he needs to sit on 2 defenses all the time, he will just never take this 6 damage into the face. And that's the point when I will just recommend you to hit sidekick with it sometimes, and just see if sidekick will take it, and if he will take it, because yeah, again, now opponent has to like choose if he wants to sacrifice sidekicks on defense or defense. So you can like try to hit them with this, even with B4, with butterfly form. If you dealt like 2 damage previously, and now you are forcing them to play defense on sidekick, so that's something like similar to Medusa, where you have to block basically always for 2 when gazes are like online. So now they have to like play defense on sidekicks basically all the time when they took like 2 damage, and yeah, because they don't want to get action gained. But I think this card, I will be totally honest, just play it as 6 value attack, bro. You're going for champion or for like close and clinch again, like we said, and now we are, instead of hitting them with something like momentous shift, now we are hitting them with the greatest, because yeah, it's not 7 value now but 6 value, so it's still respectable. And maybe, who knows, maybe you will deal this 6 damage in the course of the whole turn, and now you have 2 additional actions and opponent is dead. But and also you can combine it with jabs again. Jabs can be combined with this, because now maybe jab will bait one of their defenses, and now the greatest, you will be hitting them with greatest and they have no defenses, and it's a problem. So jab has a lot of like other things that can be done with it, but yeah. The greatest is, for the most part, use it as just 6 value attack. If you know that they have no defenses, then go bananas, but don't try to go bananas blindfold. Just play it when you are aware. Then we got stronger than the skill. 3 value attack, 2 copies, 1 value boost. After combat, look at your opponent's hand. Again, broke. If you won the combat, shuffle one of their cards into their deck. Okay, so now we don't really need like Hard to Be Humble. We can just farm this card on sidekicks, and if they will take it, you can just look at the opponent's hand and now take one of their best defenses and shuffle them into their deck. And what are we doing next? Then we are playing Answer the Bell, because I need to like get to this card like right now, because it's like so important. It's like one of the most it's the most important card in the whole deck. Like, this is important. Why? Because now, let's say we get out of our stronger than life. Yeah, we won the combat. We like took one of their best defenses, shuffled them back into their like deck, and now they have like only like, I don't know, 2 value thing in their deck. And now we are in the B form also, so we have +2. So this basically this 2 value block is like nothing to us. And now we are playing Answer the Bell. This is the card that I was talking about, that we need, like, we basically need it to combo our butterfly into B, and then B into butterfly. Because now you can move Ali 3 spaces. Ali recovers 2 health. Nice, cool. So now he is even more tanky. This is stupid. And now gain 1 action. You see? We no longer need Champion of the World. We just need 1 great attack into a sidekick or a hero. So Ali shuffle stronger than the skill, and then maybe, I don't know, even the champion or fancy footwork even offensively. And then we are playing Answer the Bell. We are getting close to the opponent and smacking them with the greatest, maybe with momentous, maybe with buffed champion of the world. And opponent is taking probably undefended hit, because yeah, before that you played Hard to Humble, so you know their hand, or you played Stronger than skill and you won the combat. Or you just look at their hand and was like, okay, there are like no defense. This is crazy. This card is probably the best in your deck, because it allows you to switch from butterfly into the B, and then with the B get close to the opponent and hit them with the B. And B is smacking with 7s, with 6s, and you know that they have like no defenses, so yeah, you are aware that it's the opportunity to strike. And healing for 2 is like additional stupid thing. And then we got Louisville Leap. I guess you're pronouncing it that way. Draw 2 cards. Ali recovers 1 health. And then, if you won a combat this turn, each opponent discard 1 random card. So we have some control-like aspect scheme. This is more of the aggressive scheme, big hit scheme. This is more of the control scheme. I don't know, if you are low at hand size and you are just, I don't know, you are playing this control game, so now you are playing Ali Shuffle, you boosted it with the jab, you did like 3 or 2 damage, so you want the combat, and then next thing you're playing is Ali, then you play Louisville Leap, so you have heal 1, draw 2 cards, so you have more cards in hand, you're happy. And then your opponent discards 1 random card, so it's huge. This is just a great card. Sometimes I'm playing it even without this like random discard thing, because yeah, we are playing Muhammad, we are smacking high, we don't care. But I am playing it to, like, you know, draw 2 cards, because I finished my combo with the, you know, butterfly into B. And now I have like almost no cards, so I drawing 2 cards and healing 1, so yeah, I'm regenerating my hand. And this random discard is cool if you are going for the more control or fatigue Ali, which is also great. So, that was cool. Strategy and guides. Works against, brother, basically everyone, every character who is like aggressive, relies on dealing damage fast, and basically is winning by dealing a lot of damage, is like struggling against Ali. First of all, aggro characters. Like I said with Robin, you can just take a lot of hits and heal it with Rope-a-Dope. Rope-a-Dope is overall like such a like matchup changing thing that it's crazy. Like against Pandora, it's crazy. Against Luke Cage, it's crazy. Against someone like Chupa, it's crazy. Rope-a-Dope is just a goat, and it will keep you alive for too long, and opponent will be like losing so many cards to just get through like your healing, and then actually like getting close to killing you. It's crazy. Rope-a-Dope is stupid, and also all of those damage reduction things like stick and move and fancy footwork are only reducing the opponent's capabilities or lowering your health to the point that you're dead. And then OTKs. How OTK is even able to kill you? Like, bro, you have... What the hell? You have fancy footwork, you have stick and move, and then you have Rope-a-Dope. How the OTK will even kill you? You can just play stick and move or fancy footworks for the whole game as defenses, and or even hard to be humble, because why not? And then and then you are just not dying. You're just not dying. And also, I know that in my counters video I said that you can just go in and rush Ali with big hits and he's dead. And for the most part, unfortunately, that's also true, because I am talking to you like, yo, those big hits, those aggros, those OTKs are like no winning against him. But the truth is, eventually, he will just destroy his whole healing. And also, some players will just take back shuffles and other things, and they will just totally ignore stick and move, Rope-a-Dope, and fancy footwork, and and yeah, they can, or they can take like take Rope-a-Dope from discard pile value shuffles. And okay, for those heroes like Luke Cage and Alice, Rope-a-Dope is basically a 5 value block now, so eventually they will go through him. So as you can see, it's eventually you will kill him, but if you want to like kill Ali, just pick a control hero and just control him to death. Because now you have probably like more damage reduction than him, you have more like cool effects than him, you have discards, so now you can discard a lot of his cards that he needs to win the combat. So yep. You can also consider characters with a lot of sidekicks, but as I like explained already, he can just stick and move or close and clinch them, and they're just nothing now. I think like if you want to like counter Ali, just stack him in one form. I don't know which form you are more comfortable with. If you're a character that is like, control and all, you probably want to stack him in the B form because you don't care about big hits. Eventually they will run out. So you will just reducing the big values of Ali. And if you are more aggro, just you can stack him in, I don't know, butterfly form. But yeah, if you attack Ali into those standards, aggro, big hits, OTKs, he is just reducing so much damage that eventually he will just win. But yeah, you may reduce and all, but eventually all of those things will run out. So how to finish the opponent? Win condition. Stay defensive. First condition. You want to sit and 7 cards at hand at all time because now the opponent will be scared of the greatest and all of those cards, all of your combos. So yeah, stay defensive and wait for them because you want them to hit you, so we can play hard to be humble. And if they don't want to play it, just play stronger than skill, like we already like explained, stronger than skill. But you need to have the answer the bell. So yeah. So stay defensive unless you see the opportunity to strike the opponent with flab. Flab is the float like a butterfly, so butterfly form. To slab, so to the B form. So like I said, you see the opportunity is basically playing hard to be humble as butterfly or playing the stronger than skill and seeing that they have like almost no defenses or you are just discarding their defenses. And then if you see this opportunity, you go from butterfly to B and you want to end as butterfly because at butterfly you have defensive powers, better like things like stick and move and rope a dope. You want to finish your whole like chain of hits into the butterfly because you have like better defensive capabilities. But your overall win condition is smacking big hits with slab, and so be form and be cool. Search for answer the bell. Like I already established, answer the bell is like basically it's required for you to play all of those cool things like undefended 7 values, 6 values, or just hitting them with big values in one turn when you switch from one for to another. You want to like, hit them, go back to butterfly, and this card basically helps with that. It's not like you're vulnerable now. This card will help you. Because in B form you're very vulnerable to those big hits, and if you have answer the bell, you can just avoid this. And then hard to be humble, also search for it as early as possible because you want to like do these big hits and know where to strike. And hard to be humble is the first thing you're playing in this like playstyle. And it's easier to like trigger it than stronger than skill. So stronger than skill is like alternative version of hard to be humble, but I think hard to be humble is just easier. So search for hard to be humble, for answer the bell, and then some big hits and smack the opponent's ass. And now, the tier list time. And now for the tier list, yoo the favorite part. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, all of those cards are almost like perfect, so it will be probably very difficult to even rank them, but let's go. Rope a dope. Yep. This card basically allows you to survive many heroes that otherwise you would not survive. You're able to basically cheese all of those, the aggro heroes, OTK heroes, big hits heroes. All of this because Rope a Dope is just so great. It gives you like 15 additional healing. which is stupid if you take it back. So very good card. Great. It's basically destroying some of those matchups like right away by just existing, especially the aggros. Pretty great. The greatest, I'm not a big fan of this card. For me, it's just 6 value hit, unless you will just find opponent without the defenses, then okay, you are just killing them. But you will kill them anyways if they have like no defenses in hand, because now you have this knowledge and you are just slapping them with 7 value Mentus Shift and they're dead. So for me, it's just 6 value attack and too much. Like, this condition is just too difficult. If it was like 4 damage dealt or 5 damage if dealt even, it would be cool, but 6 is sometimes too much. Unless you will land it on sidekick, but even then you have to now like spare, no, maybe not spare, but sacrifice 1 action to get close to the opponent, so you could as well just get close and hit them. Stick and move is like great. It's like huge control tool, huge damage reduction, clearing up 1 health sidekicks one by one, slowly but surely. It basically shits on all of those beast forms and bridal rages or some other turtle powers even, or rents, because it's just not allowed it to boost. Even momentous shifts are being like countered by it. Sinbad voyages are being destroyed by it. Alice +2 is being destroyed by it. Moon Knight +2. This card is crazy. Jab, I don't like the jab. It's like here. I know it's bait, but and it's alright, but I am using it to boost up my ally shuffles, and I am fine with that. In my opinion, it's much more worth it to sacrifice this card to get better card from this card pile, like Fancy Footwork, like Rope Dope, like even Stick and Move. They're just better cards. You can play Jab in those scenarios, like I said, where you are just the opponent is scared of the greatest, so you are jabbing them, or are playing against characters with a lot of defenses. So because before you hit with 7, you're playing jab, and now you have a chance that they discarded their last defense, and now hitting them with 7, they're crying. Leap, Louisville Leap is a great card. It's probably better than greatest. It heals you for 1, so that's already great. It draws you 2 cards, so after you will finish all of your cool chains with hits, you can just regenerate your hand 2 times, and this cute effect of discarding 1 random card, while it's not necessary, it's definitely a great thing. And sometimes when I play a control ally or fatigue ally, I just winning combat with ally shuffle and then playing this thing, because heal 1, draw 2 cards, and discarding 1 opponent card is just great. Momentous Shift, straight up S tier. Without this, maybe not higher than Rope Dope, but still great. 7 value attack, what more you want? Without this card, Ali would not be the same, because greatest are not enough, champion of the world are not enough, but Momentous Shift is doing the job for you. Whenever you see that opponent is like having, I don't know, only 3 value block in hand, you're going for B form, hitting them with 7. Now you dealt 4 damage and you're happy. And you're repeating that process again, and it is just awesome. Close and Clinch is a great card. Like I said, you can just jump behind sidekicks, get close to the opponent that is standing 3 spaces away from you, so he's avoiding butterfly. It allows you to just get behind sidekick, this 1 empty space, and just smack them. Very great. Also 3 value block on characters that blocks for 2s for the most part is just great. So yeah, just okay card. Fancy Footwork is busted. It's broken. You can use it offensively as, I don't know, a defended hit. You can use it as basically ignore 7 value attack or whatever else. Combining Stick and Move and Fancy Footwork is just a deadly combination that every Dracula is just fearing. Like, when you are in Legends, when they say that Dracula is scared of holy water and crosses and garlics. In Unmatched, he's scared of stick and move and fancy footwork because, yeah, no beast form will be landed with when those two cards are on the game. This is just stupid, like crazy. Also, it mess with the opponent's brain because always when he will be like looking at your hero and he will see that your hero is at the edge of the zone, he will be always scared of hitting you with big values and he will be hitting you with small ones probably all the time, and you are just chilling. You can just play normally with those cards, and then play this one, and even deleting the free value hit like to 0 is worth it. Like, this card is just broken. It's so great. Taking it back with Ali Shuffle is just illegal. Hard to be humble. Yep. Probably here. I would put it in S tier, but I think the fact that it's 2 values somewhat like putting it down for me. Because, yeah, it gives you information, it gives you opportunities. Like, this card is basically the opportunity card. Not only it gives you information on the opponent's hand, but also it allows you to get close to them. So now you can just hit them with B, like straight up. No need for some other movement effects. So that's cool. But I don't like the aspect that you need to take damage basically all the time to trigger it. Because let's be honest, even 4 value attack into it hurts, but if they will hit you with 6 value, it hurts even more. And sometimes you just need to play this card to even be able to play 7s and 6s into them. So yeah, this is the great card, but I just don't like this aspect. I think it's similar to stick and move. I like stick and move more, but hard to be humble is just your win condition, so it needs to be higher. The greatest is awesome card. I would not put it higher probably than those boys. For value, so you might win the combat with it and then turn into B. It gives you the option to get close to the opponent like right away when you're in the B form, so it's great. You don't need to use your answer the bells. And then drawing card is great. If you will not win the combat with this one, it sucks and it's so sad. But overall, great attack. Sometimes you can play it with the B form, not with butterfly, with B form. So now you're slapping with 6, like with the greatest. It's just a good card. And great block. And you are lacking good blocks, so there you go. Ali Shuffle is goated. Great card. Here probably, like, not only it allows you to decide if with what value you want to boost, so now you're not like wasting cards, but also it's more reliable to get out of the butterfly from the butterfly form than with the champion of the world. It's just easier because now you just have the control of the boosts, and if you see the low number, you can just boost with something lower, like with humble, or if you see something higher, you can boost with jab and deal damage and get to the B form. And also it gives you cards back, so you have like more of those now, which is stupid. And then answer the bell is also very important probably here. Not only it heals you, it gives you movement, so now after combat when you won with butterfly and you're a B form now, you can play this one. It will like teleport you to the opponent, basically heal you additionally, so okay, now we have more health, and and gives you action, so now we can smack them with 7s, with 6s, and it's crazy. This card is like basically a win condition, so that's why it's so high. This is also a win condition, but it has some additional effects that are just great, while this card is only your win condition. And stronger than skill is basically on the similar level as this one. Sometimes it's difficult to win the combat with this one, that's why I'm not putting it higher. Still 5 value attack, you will probably win it. In butterfly form it's more difficult, But yeah, I still maybe like here. I still think this card is alright. Like looking opponent's yeah, it's here. Looking at the opponent's hand in butterfly form is already good enough. So you will just look at their hand while in the butterfly. Maybe you want the combat. Then you are just going with this one and smacking them with 7 with 6s, like I said, and that's it. Yeah, so that's probably the least. I would switch some places, probably like rope a dope might be lower. Ali shuffle should be probably the highest in the end. Yeah, but mm, I feel better with it being like here. And then I don't know. This is probably lower eventually. When I think about this, yeah, that's definitely lower. Even here, this one, and yeah, res is accurate. Res is very accurate. Only those two cards I don't feel like that good about, but rest is pretty great, pretty awesome. Yeah, that's the tier list. Okay, so thanks for watching. That was the Ali strategy and the analysis and all. Very complicated character. I know that people are placing him all of the lower tiers, like all over the place. They seem to not liking him into competitive game, and I can see that because first of all he's very challenging and he's not giving like that much mm, like feedback, not feedback, he's not giving you that much good like advantages over the opponent, even if you will go for this like perfect place like I explained with looking at their hand, then getting close to them, hitting them with undefended 7 or 6 and all. The thing is, you can just pick some of those big hits character that are better on just play Blackbeard or Siri and or Tesla and be totally like fine without even doing all of those crazy things. Some people argue that even Hamlet is better because Hamlet just smacks and deals damage, and that's what he's like built for. And Muhammad needs to go through all of these like weird things to just smack you with high values, and but I think he's better than people are giving him credit for, because first of all, this health bar is absolutely like sometimes stupid to deplete. It's almost impossible for some heroes, especially the old ones. The older ones are just not built to like deal with that many of big hits or that huge health bar. So it's like difficult to even deplete it. But yeah, Muhammad, like I said at the beginning, the character where you're searching for the opportunity with hard to be humble or stronger than skill, and then getting close with the bell or hitting them with Ali Shuffle to take cards back and hit them with undefended 7s or 6s, and that's pretty great. That's pretty great. And I hope this guide helped you with understanding this hero, because he's actually very challenging, I would say. He's very challenging to understand. It definitely takes practice to know how to combine those cards together. So I hope I helped. If you have some other techniques, let me know in the comments. Consider liking and subscribing, of course, for more cool content. And yeah, I see you in the next one, guys. Peace.